Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My voice is rusty. Forgive me about that. We are at an all-time high of 1274. I remember just a month ago when I was 1174, I think in Blitz or something like that. And I was all like only if I can get my rapid rating as high as my Blitz, I would be so happy. Actually, let me check right now. What's my Blitz rating? I don't think I've played rated in a long time, so it is indeed 1174. I was only dreaming of having my Rapid as high as my Blitz, because I've been playing a lot of Blitz before, not a lot of Rapid. So I was only 1,000 Rapid. 1274, that's pretty good. Um, and let's search for a opponent. 1315 from India. And he opens. Wait, Queen Pawn's opening. We might go for something very, very crazy. Um, should we go for C5? C5 is a crazy move. C5 takes. Let's go. Let's go. We either win or lose. No more drawish positions. C5, crazy move. If he doesn't take me, I'm gonna take him. If he takes, I guess I push a pawn, open my bishop, my queen, and attack his pawn. So best case scenario could be take here, develop, take and castle. So instead, he pushes to defend, which I think is a very good move. And I think I'm just gonna take. Probably he's gonna take with the knight. Makes more sense. Now we can get a tempo actually and develop a pawn, attack his knight, get a good grip of the center. However, he can go. We can attack it again. So I think I'm just gonna attack him. Try to open my bishop castle as soon as possible. Playing black. We should be we should be just chilling. We can attack again, actually, or we can defend. Defend and develop another piece. Or push like crazy. Then he can jump, push, and I'm not too sure. Should we get a big center? I'm not too sure. Play e4, e5. We can either push. He goes here, push again, and that looks pretty good. If he develops or something, we can attack again. If he goes back, the pawn is already protected once. Shouldn't be a problem. Um, all right, that's fine. I think we can attack him yet again. Develop another piece. Um, he's not really a threat because I don't want to give up my bishop for his knight. But maybe a trick like this, but then I run into a fork. So takes, check. Sorry, takes, check. I think we can. If he takes, I'm gonna take with the queen. I'm gonna have two attackers here. That's not a problem. So I think I should defend my e pawn. If I defend my e pawn, he can jump. He can't because I have pawns. Should we do it or not? Let's see. Takes, takes. Can I just castle? Maybe I can castle, play rook e8. Takes, takes. I think we should be all right. Hopefully, we're not blundering anything. I'm ready to play d5, and that would be quite nice. Okay, but now we might have a bit of a tactic, because if we take, I don't think he wants to take with the e pawn. So take, take. I can hit him with a check. He cannot go back. I can get his bishop, and I think that's what I will do. He can take with the queen. Do if he takes back with the queen. We're just gonna threaten his queen. Takes, 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 takes. Shouldn't be too bad. So let's go for some cheap tricks. Um, I don't think it's such a good move, but I'm just counting on my opponent to make a blunder. But taking with the queen still is probably the best move. Okay, he takes with that pawn. Well, that cannot be good. How do we punish that? We can line up the rook first with the king. We can attack his bishop. Attack his make some room for my king. His bishop can land on c4, which would be a bit annoying. I can push d5 now. So many options. Here, 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 or something like that. I think we should be all right. Here, here. It's not really a problem. Let's go for it. That's good. It's not a problem. But maybe something like that. d5, knight to d7. So the knights protect each other. I think that's not bad. The knight with bishop was not that good. Problem, problem with d5. Problem with d5 is c4. c4. Maybe bishop out. I think that's quite good. But now I can attack his bishop if he takes. I'm just gonna develop a piece for free. I wanted my knight on d7 anyway. Maybe f5 at some point would be not bad actually. It goes back. Do we take? I think we can take. Problem is that d5 will forever be weak. Right. Right. Maybe we start with queen b6. What's his idea? Not too sure. Bishop c6? Is this a thing? Bishop c6? Bishop c6. That looks so weird. Pushing the pawn also is really strange. I'm gonna settle for bishop c6 now, just because I want my knights to protect each other. Um, we reinforce the weak pawn in the center, d5. I think I think it's not too bad. I'm not thrilled about my position, but if I play it right, we should be okay. Hmm, it's not clear. His queen could be dangerous. He does have the bishop pair. If I keep the center locked, especially this diagonal for now, I think it's all right. There's always f3. What do we do on f3? On f3 takes takes. He can open his rook. That's not good. So if he pushes, maybe we push. That would be very, very annoying. Push and land the knight, but the pawn will be here, so it doesn't really work. If he pushes and I let him take back, he has two connected passed pawns. That's not good. So push is probably okay. Push, and that pawn is gonna be annoying forever. Can make a battery, but it won't do much. Especially if I get my other knight out. Because if he takes, I just return to the same good spot for my knight. I think g2 would be a crazy good move in this position. Threaten to attack my pinned piece. It's still the threat of taking, and I don't want to move my queen because he can take and I open up my king. I don't want that. But he's having a long think now, which is good. He can develop the knight. I think f3 on g4 would be the best moves. f3 is the most human move I've ever seen. g4 is a bit saucy. Um, got a bit of a swag. Always castle, very generic. And night out, maybe night out with the intention of breaking with c4. On night out, I'll be very happy. It's a bit slow. Whenever he pushes, I can check. So probably he's gonna castle, to be honest. Makes most sense for him to castle. But a move like g4 is incredible. He can open up the board, have two bishops, put the rook on the g file. The queen is staring down my king. I'm gonna check the review afterwards, to be honest, in this position, and check if g4 is a decent move or not. And wow, I can't believe we are up on time. So he was thinking for 54 seconds before before the previous move, and it took me 1 minute and 11 seconds for this move. That is that's incredible. I think I can make a T until my opponent is making a move, so that's not bad. 7 minutes 40. Hopefully he doesn't disconnect. I really want to finish this game fairly because I think it's very interesting. I feel like I might have a slight advantage in this position. I'm not sure if I can convert this. For computers, definitely, this is a better position for black so far. I think 7 minutes, boys. Under 7 minutes. Can we flag him? 6.5 minutes. At least I'm gonna have a massive advantage on time. So maybe I can use that in my advantage. Or he's gonna return with 1 minute on the clock and blitz out all the best moves and just embarrass me. That's always an option as well. Most certainly, something happened to my opponent in real life. Um, Maybe the mailman came, or who knows? Maybe he has some guests over. He had to leave the computer or the phone, tablet, laptop. 5 minutes and 20. This makes me mildly uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie. 9 minutes against 5 minutes. I have never ever had such a big advantage on time while recording. So now I have time to talk about all sorts of things, but there's nothing in my mind at the moment. I'm just looking at the clock running down 4:40, and I feel like the time is going so quickly. 4 minutes and 30. We made 13 moves. So we just finished the opening phase, but he's still not castled. So I think we should use this time to rethink um, about our responses so we can blitz out a few moves. If he goes knight out, I'm going knight out. If he takes, I take. If he pushes, I'm gonna push. If he attacks my pawn, I'm gonna push. If he plays c4, knight out, takes, and then the rook can come on the c file. What else? Castles, knight out. Yeah, he might auto resign. He might disconnect. Unfortunately, um, very old member joined in 2015. Unless a miracle happens, then it is expected for us to win this game. We have the potential of crossing 1280, 1280. 35 seconds. It's such a shame. It was a very interesting game. I was very curious how it's gonna end up, how it's gonna continue. So, what do you think the best move is for white in this position? I would definitely play g4 because I have too much space and you gotta fight. Yeah, unfortunately, my opponent disconnected. New rating is 1283, which is just fabulous. Let's do a game review real quick. It is gonna be very quick, um, because it's only 13 moves, mostly just the opening phase. We both had amazing accuracy. I was just slightly higher, and I'm very interested what the eval bar will be uh, at the end, but it looks kind of equal. Yeah, I actually had a slight advantage, but then on the last move, literally on the last move, it was dead equal. Um, Great, good accuracy, zero blunders, zero misses, zero mistakes. I had one inaccuracies and he had two, three book moves. He had more best moves actually, double than me. So Queen Pawn's opening, Indian game, apparently. I thought this is Benoni, but I guess it's only a Benoni if he plays c4, but he plays c3 instead, defending the pawn. I take, he takes, should have taken with the pawn, and we are out of theory. I do play the best move, he plays the best move. This is just good. Um, plays the best move. I develop my bishop. I'm not really threatening to take the knight. I don't want to take the knight. Um, he pins my knight to my queen, which is the best move. Um, I thought I would just castle, like it's move 7, get castled as black, which seems like a good idea. He plays the best move, stopping my pawn from advancing. And of course, this is an inaccuracy, but we are not computers, we are human. So it's very tempting, very natural, very easy to take like this. But I was thinking of this, you know, little tactic here. Um, but he didn't fall for it. I was thinking he was gonna take with the queen, to be honest. But I was planning on developing my knight. So takes, 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 and something like knight out. Computer gives almost +1 advantage to white, but I felt very confident in this position to play it out. Yes, his pawns are a lot better, but my e pawn is extremely annoying and it's not so easy to play. I do have double pawns, but marching down the board, double the pawns at any time, especially in this elo range. So I was certain he was gonna take with the queen. He took with the pawn instead. Now I attack his bishop once. If I wanted to attack his bishop twice, then it's not good because I weaken my king. Um, d5, always in the back of my mind. I centralize my rook, line up with the king. He goes out with the queen. I do play the best move now. A move too late, perhaps. Computer wants to block the bishop with the knight while developing a piece. Um, whoa, whoa! The first line of the computer is knight out, but bishop out is also the best move. So interesting. Basically, he wasted a tempo yet again now. So it's only 0.1, but I should have the bigger advantage. And I just play a simple move, bishop c6, and that's it. So in this position, um, best move is to castle. But what about e4? Says it's an inaccuracy, but I don't know. Like from a human perspective, it's like, what do you even do in this position? Um, it's really not easy. Um, let's say you developed a knight or something, and then he pushes again. Um, wow, computer keeps this as best move. Yeah, I don't know about that. This is a very tough position to play as a human. So the best move would have been to castle anyway, so that's it. Um, the accuracy is spot on. Happy to see that. Um, rating performance, fabulous, amazing. Um, there's not much else to say. We get another win, a very dirty win, but we take those, rating is rating. Um, make sure you check the playlist if you want more content. And until next time, take it easy. Bye bye. Cha cha.